Australia is looking to boost the protection of its vast coastline by arming its soldiers with anti-ship missiles and advanced targeting radars. Now, this comes on the heels of 3 Chinese warships taking part in live fire drills off the eastern coast of Australia. Now, the ships passed about 200 miles from Sydney and then moved through international waters for weeks. For more on this topic, let's bring in Charles Edel. He's the Australia Chair and Senior Advisor at the Centre for Strategic and International Studies, joining us from Canberra. Good morning to you. It's probably late afternoon over there. But how big of a threat does Australia perceive China to be right now?
Well, the challenge from China is looming large because it comes in the context of the largest buildup by a military since World War II, if not ever, which is what China's been undertaking. What you just referred to, Errol, happened when 3 Chinese warships transited off of Sydney, but made a drive-by of Australia. They circumnavigated all of Australia. And the most concerning aspect of this was they conducted live fire drills with no pre-notification. In fact, the Australian government found out about this because commercial airlines, Virgin Australia, signaled this into the government. More than 50 commercial airlines had to divert. Now, when we step back from this, this is a clear message from the Chinese that they're there, that they are projecting power. This is an unprecedented display of their warships moving further south and was meant to both intimidate, send a message, and announce that they are there on a much more regular basis and probe Australia's reaction.
How else will Australia respond in the long term? We mentioned on the short term some of the drills that they may have their soldiers perform, and how is it increasing its influence overall in the region there?
Yeah, it's a great question. So as the security environment has degraded over the last several years, we've heard from senior Australian officials over the last several years of both parties that Australia now faces the most challenging security environment that it has in multiple decades, possibly extending all the way back to World War II. So what we've seen is simultaneously an effort to double down on its alliance with the United States, the AUKUS Pact, where the United States is going to help Australia acquire, maintain, and field nuclear-powered submarines as part of the answer to this, as indeed is a larger buildup of defense capabilities, in addition to a larger diplomatic presence in the region that's meant to counter the more harmful effects of Chinese expansion into the region.
Yeah, we'll continue to watch all the developments here. Charles Edel, thank you so much. Joining us from Australia, 10:36 in the evening. That's not a live picture behind you for any viewers who might get confused. Thank you very much for joining us today. We appreciate it.